Viewers, I'm sitting with Amin Noorani from ABN Corporation. Amin tips are very, very important because those are on a day-to-day basis experience which he is having with his clients. And sometimes it is very important for us to share it with all of you that you have to take a benefit out of it. Amin, how are you, and welcome on board.
I'm good, Zia. Thank you very much. Thank you, Zia.
Amin, each time we discuss different topics, tax-related topics from the account perspective, right? Today, I just want to make it this discussion in a different format in the sense that there are very certain examples on day-to-day basis when these clients, they do some mistakes or maybe they overlook things, and later on they can pay a big bucks or big penalty against that. So if you can share certain examples with us, so how these clients, they overlook a very minute things which they're supposed to look into it ahead of time.
Very good topic. So Zia, today I was thinking about it on the same line that I'm going to discuss with you and the viewer the real examples of my clients which they have to dealt with, right? And they came to me after the fact, which was very unfortunate, that once the situation has already been dealt with in a wrong manner, becomes very difficult to reverse the situation, especially with the CRA, right? So let me give you a few examples which exactly what had happened. So one of my client, he purchased the condo. He purchased in his own name, and at the time of the closing, the occupancy he got was in his name, personal name, and at the time of the closing, he decided to give it to his daughter. At that point in time, he didn't opt the option of the assignment. So with the daughter, the option for the family member, immediate family member, the option is available is the direction of the title. That at the time of the closing, you can change the name of the purchaser into the family member name, and that the CRA allows that. So he did that, everything was fine. Now the condo was purchased for her principal residence, but at the time of the occupancy, the client has rented that the condo. So the builder didn't allow them to use for the principal residence. So the purchaser didn't have any other choice, although the daughter was living there, but for that occupancy period there was a tenant. Although the daughter was planning to move into that as soon as the lease was planning to finish, the purchaser didn't have two options but to pay the HST, and then he would have applied for the HST. Now when he applied for the HST, the purchase agreement was in his name, because at the time of the direction of title, only at the city level the name has been changed. So the purchase agreement was in his name, the rental agreement was in his name. So he decided to apply in his own name rather than in the name of his daughter. Even if he called CRA and asked the CRA advised him that okay, you can apply in your own name. He applied that. As soon as he applied, after 6 months, the CRA came to him. He says that you have not applied, the property is not in your name, and you have applied even in your name. So they cancelled the HST. Then basically we have to go back to the CRA, explain them the situation. We are very fortunate that the CRA accepted the situation, but it was a nightmare, and back and forth, and went to the appeal and stuff like that. So it's very important that this situation can be taken care of, right? The another situation came up was that the person has bought the property for a principal residence, and what happened that at the time of closing, his mortgage didn't approve. So he got 1% for his parent. The parents were already at the principal residence. So the parent, for the personal guarantee, he put 1% of his parent's name into the title, and he lived into that. He sold that unit after 2 years, didn't qualify for the principal residence, because even because of 1% of the parents' involvement into the property, and they already had the another property as a principal residence, CRA disqualified for the for the capital gain exemption, because as you know that for the principal residence, it's 100% capital gain exemption. Another situation came that I'm sure the viewer were aware of it, that there is a section allowed, that is section 85, through which you can transfer the property from the personal into the corporation. So that option is allowable without any capital gain situation. Now that person has decided to transfer the property from the personal into the corporation, and he formed the corporation after the purchase of the condo. Everything was okay from the CRA perspective. The city came back with, guess what? Land transfer fees.
Exactly, yes.
Land transfer fees. They said that the corporation was registered, incorporated, sorry, after the situation that you already bought the property. So they have disqualified the situation. That's another example. One situation came where the client has purchased the property with the intention of renovating that property. And that is very common these days. The people buy the rundown houses, tear it apart, or make some renovation and sell those property. And then they sell it after 1 year. You know what? CRA has disqualified for the capital gain exemption, because they said that this property was intended to sell for the business purpose.
Exactly.
It is not the investment. So basically they bought it for the investment. They applied for the capital gain exemption. CRA qualified for them, right?
Okay, wonderful.
Right. So another example was the assignment basis. So it is very important these days. People feel that when they buy the property and when they sell at the time of the assignment, they can sell through the assignment, they will make money. Yes, they can sell for the higher profit, but again the CRA will come back to them and will not allow them to claim capital gain exemption, because the purpose was business income. And when it is a business income, the rate is as good as their personal rate, and not, they will not get the exemption of the 50%, right? Another situation came up. The person has applied for the lease, and this is a very interesting situation. Even I never thought about it, I must confess, until the client came in. So the client came, and that was for the business purposes. He applied, he registered in the name of the corporation, applied for the HST rebate, and then what they did, basically they have given that property on a short-term rental to another business. So that business was the investment purpose, but they have given that property to another company, and their business was a short-term rental. CRA came back to them. He says, this is not for the long-term investment. This is your business income. They have disqualified the HST rebate and also the capital gain exemption.
Thank you very much for your time. Viewers, as you have seen, these are the real examples Amin is handling with the clients on day-to-day basis. Make sure you have to, avoid taking these sort of risks. And if you can cautious yourself ahead of time, then it will be definitely in your favor. We'll go on a quick break. Stay with us.